Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our final game of the day. It's been a long but epic day of Dota. Our first day of 6.81 here for Summit EU. It's been so intense we had to take a seat. Gotta rest the legs a little bit.
It's been a 7-hour day or something.
Yeah, something like that. Give or take. Just a standard day here at BTS, and then
I didn't sleep either because I was so excited about the international announcements and just
he was just so excited. He got all hopped up on sugar. He was running around, and we were all trying to sleep. But sometimes LD just gets too excited.
Yeah, snorting pixie sticks.
Yeah. And
you guys know me.
Coming up after this today, we will have a special episode of In the Studio, which has already been announced. There's a thread on our subreddit, reddit.com/r/Beyond the Summit. God says all the dirty details there, but we'll be talking all things TI, a special Road to the International edition.
Yeah, we'll probably shamelessly plug Arven a bit more and
that
talk about
set,
it. But yeah,
you want it, and we want you to want it.
I do want to say I've been really amazed by the turnout so far for the ticket bundle. We've already raised an additional $12,000 for the prize pool, so I've had a lot of people saying they love the axe set. They're excited about the concept for the LAN finals. It's now up to $12,222 and
good number to look at.
24 hours. So well, we've grown it by quite a bit. Hopefully more
Thanks,
contributions
guys.
will come in. If you enjoy the tournament concept, if you want to support it, you can buy the bundle. But yeah, we sold out enough for the start of this broadcast. We can cast the next
All right,
game.
we'll go straight into the draft here. It is Dog versus Next.kz, our final match of the day. And Dog, they're in great shape in terms of group standings. Next.kz, they are 2-2 right now. Yes.
Yes. They are.
Okay, good. I thought so. I was just waiting for that positive reinforcement there from producer. So, needless to say,
yeah, Roland never knows.
Yeah, Roland, he knows sometimes. Every so often he hits me with a zinger, but.
And on the other side is Dog, who is
they're in good shape.
4-1 or 3-1.
4-1 after that last victory.
Yes,
they were 3-1 coming into the last game. So Dog are pretty much
tied with
secure.
Fnatic now, right?
Yes. No.
Fnatic's 4-1 as well.
Fnatic's 4-1, but didn't.
Or are they 3-1? They have beaten Rox.
Roland, bring up the standings.
Yeah, they're 4-1. They're 4-1. They're both 4-1. I'm sure.
Okay, they're both 4-1. Okay, so we know. So Dog are in good shape. They could afford to lose here and still be all right. And then they really need to win that last game to secure their slot. Next.kz, if they even want a chance in the top 4, they absolutely need to win this, even though things are looking a little bit grim. Now, was a Centaur Shadow Demon picked up for Next.kz? The hero duo that has been quite popular throughout today for first picks. Team Dog, they switch it up completely from last game. They grab Ancient Apparition and Nature's Prophet with their first 2 picks. 2 very potent heroes, especially in the last patch. But here in our small sample of 6.81 games, AA in particular has not been tried and true so far. I don't think we've seen him. Maybe we saw him once earlier today, but certainly not.
No, he's just disappeared.
Yeah, he's fallen off. Was he nerfed? I don't remember reading any Ancient Apparition nerfs, but
I am gonna check right now because I don't remember off the top of my head. Chilling Touch attack speed reduction increased by 5.
Okay, so very minor, very minor.
Yeah, that's not like a game-breaking change to the hero.
Yeah.
The main thing that Ancient Apparition needs is he just needs a lot of levels. Like, he's got to be allowed to get his level 6, and you have to be... Like, a lot of teams are just being very aggressive in the laning stage. We've seen a lot of early ganking, a lot of early rotations. Ancient Apparition is good in the lane, but he's not so good if there's, like, skirmishes in the jungle or just constant rotations around the map. He's pretty immobile at the early levels when he doesn't have the ult.
Now, it seemed like Dog could be gearing up for more of a global strat with the AA and the Nature's Prophet, big ultimates that can fly anywhere they want, but then they just transition into Wraith King and Puck for their 3rd and 4th picks, and Next.kz grab Luna as well as Storm Spirit. So what are they lacking here? Wow, this draft is going by very quickly. Next.kz, they'll need a support with their final pick, and so will Team Dog probably. It depends how they want to run that Wraith King. He is a little bit more flexible, but it seems... teams have primarily been running him in that position 1 role, at least over the past week or so.
Yeah, it could go either way. We'll just have to see what the last pick is. Could be a support Wraith King. Could be... Generally, I would lean towards carry because Ancient Apparition is not the best 5-position support. Normally, you want to give him more space to farm, but in theory, it's possible to run the Wraith King 4 position.
And he is one of few supports that we've been talking about. All these supports with all those new shiny Ags upgrades. We got to see it from Lich last game. Was pretty underwhelming, to be perfectly honest. We didn't see some like epic Chain Frost bouncing around all over the like you talked about In the Studio last week. The movement speed is the problem.
Travels too slow.
Yeah,
the initial jump and then the bounces as well are too easy to dodge. And the other thing is that Force Staff is like the most built item in Dota 2 for the 2K gold range, I would guess. And yeah, it's really good against Chain Frost as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Dog ban out Dazzle with their final ban, and I think that just makes so much sense. I've talked about the Shadow Demon Dazzle Centaur potential combo. Probably won't be too relevant here. It will be Shadow Demon Luna, and even Shadow Demon Luna has some good setup. You can disrupt, and with Luna's low attack range, it allows her to get in position to do some pretty serious damage. So could potentially see a Vengeful Spirit here if they wanted to go that route. There was that ninja patch earlier that fixed her aura, so
yeah, she is pickable. She is pickable. Nobody's gone for her. I'm not sure if we did tell the teams in the like general Skype chat, but I don't know if they were really paying attention. So they may just assume that she's still banned for today. But well, I'm sure we'll see her relatively soon. I like that change on Venge because the nature of the hero is that you're going to be in the middle of the fight, swapping allies out or swapping opponents into your team, and either way you are likely to die. So it kind of softens the blow of feeding, basically. Yeah, she really is that sacrificial lamb support more so than most others with those kind of YOLO. It's all for you, carry another swaps. Yeah. I bow before you, good sir. It's just the nature of the hero. Like that's what she does with swap. She either initiates or she saves teammates, and either way, she's putting herself in harm's way. Whoa! Here we go. The twin-headed dragon for Next.kz. We all know about that Ag's change. Now he's got the flamethrower. Yeah, what is it? 1800 range. 1800. It's doubled from what it used to be. I think it might even just say it on the tooltip here. Yeah, scepter range is 1800 up from the 900 of just the regular macro pyre. So and the old scepter was 1350, so it's double the upgrade as well as double the non-Ag's range. Yeah. But I don't know how much the Jakiro, like, that upgrade sounds amazing, but like you really, it's a good zoning ability, but if you wanted to just do the damage, then you ideally want someone to lock people down. Like Chronosphere is great with that. Long duration AoE stuns are great with it. Yeah. They have some lockdown. The other thing with the Eggs upgrade is that you get the double duration. From 7 seconds to 14 seconds. That's pretty big too. It's good. I think this hero is going to be amazing in the Roche pit, and he's going to be amazing if there's AoE setup on the team. Slardar, Enigma, Magnus, these type of Chronosphere from Faceless Void. Those types of heroes will probably be the ideal partners for. And it is only a 60-second cooldown, so that's decent uptime if you're defending the base. 25% uptime could be worse considering how big of an area it covers. He's the Necrobolt counter now, man. Yeah. Except you have to farm an eggs on a support. And yeah, it's Jakiro. He's a better farmer. And then you have to live through all of the damage from the Necro units. Then you need a Yule so that you don't take the last full damage as well. Yeah. But, I don't know. K-Pop-Tosis was telling me that you can do a couple clutch things with, like, shooting it across the river. The 1800 is long enough that you can be safe and pop it across the river and still help set up kills and stuff like that. There are some pretty... Does it reach, like, into the Roche pit? I don't know if it reaches into the Roche pit. There is one spot in particular he was mentioning to me that was interesting, and I'm forgetting exactly where it was now, but... there are some cheeky things that you can do with that 1800 range. So Dog did go into the enemy woods, took control of it, and they've now warded the camp from a pretty clever location by Pos. He tucks himself inside the trees, drops the sentry here, and that is something Next.kz did not see get dropped down. They also didn't see this ward get dropped, so this ward gives you just a lot of vision of supports trying to backstab your off lane, and it looks like they are going to be running dual lanes. Ancient Apparition, Wraithking, I think a very strong duo. Because Wraithking stun is not a normal stun. It also has the slow component, which helps you get off the cold feet or just get off more chilling touch auto attacks. Yes, that's and well, maybe true. Misery is going to come here as well. It could be a tri-lane bottom. Camping out this haste rune. They may be looking for a first blood once they're all set up. And there it is. Misery grabs it. Which way is he going? He is headed towards the mid lane. Can they kill Storm? No, not really. Maybe going for a courier snipe, if anything. But there's a Radiant Observer ward here, so that's not going to happen. Yep. Bottom lane, disruption into an Ice Path Pos. Well, the Ice Path was somewhat wasted. It was thrown out very early, and he won't fall. But now Fada actually taking a lot of damage as well. Rubik rejoining the battle with that haste rune. Does have the telekinesis. He lifted a creep. Oh, wow, that's really unfortunate. Now Dog will definitely not be able to maintain this fight. And chilling touch out on Fada. We'll just try and grab a few more last hits. But no first blood comes out. They all walk away by the skin of their teeth. Other lane is Safe Lane Prophet versus Centaur. Not really fun for Prophet. Normally he can harass most heroes with the Trance and with the hero, but you don't really want to be harassing Centaur. He's got the early point of return, and Centaur already has Boots Gold. Pycat also doesn't have the easiest time getting to his shop, and that's where the Centaur can ambush him if he tries to go for the boots and
It's the cat lane up top. Stall cat versus pie cat.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Meow, meow, meow.
Battle of the cats. Where's Mr. Cat?
Mr. Cat. Is pie
everyone,
cat a Swedish word, or like does that mean something specific, or is it just a made-up kind of word?
Oh, look at that double edge. That was a lot of damage.
Or is it like Koikva? Just a random mishmash of characters.
No, I think it is an actual Swedish word.
Oh, okay.
I'm an uneducated slob.
I'm not boned up on my Swedish.
No, I don't think that's how you say it either.
My Swedish friends always laugh when I say it like that.
It's like a very stereotypical, like, that's like the dumb American way to say Swedish.
Probably the same way that I laugh when they try to use their American accents. It's usually pretty humorous.
Yeah.
So pretty quiet early game here, though. 2.5 minutes in, still no kills out on the board. The mid lane of Puck versus Storm is pretty much a wash, and Wadafaka is actually playing today. When we last saw Next.kz the other day, we were mentioning that Wadafaka was not part of their lineup. They had a stand-in for him, but the fuck is here.
You had to do that, didn't you?
I mean, it's his name. Come on now.
And people were telling me that I've been cursing too much lately. Jeez.
That's my bad.
Jeez. So their aggressive tri-lane is pretty strong for Dog in theory, and they will find Reeves. This could be our first blood.
Yeah.
Nice disruption, but I think he's still going to get cold feeded.
And he gets telekinesis. There's the cold feet, but does he have enough through the chilling touch? Right clicks. The ice wall comes out, but Jakiro still falls. There's your first blood. Rubik's the one that secures the gold. Piecat ports down and joins the party. He'll finish off the Shadow Demon, and it'll be a 2-0 swing going the way of Team Dog.
I think the main thing that's impressed me about Dog is just the variety of laning setups that they run. They often pick the same, not tiny pool of heroes, but relatively small pool of heroes, like maybe 30 to 40 or so, which I'd say compared to some other teams isn't that many, but they run so many different laning setups. Like, we've seen them running dual lanes, we've seen them running roaming supports, junglers, aggressive tri-lanes with safe lane profit, and they're going in again.
Yep, telekinesis to start things off, and the cold feet I don't think will proc here, but they don't even need it. He didn't even use it, doesn't even need the cold feet. Luna just gets taken down 3v1.
She has to play more defensively, though. Her supports are off D-warding. They are nowhere near the lane, and she should not be posting up like that. That's just sloppy, but...
Ooh, Jakiro, he puts down a counter ward, but the ward actually expires while he's trying to kill it. So, kind of a wasted sentry there from Jakiro, but they do get control back of their small camp to pull.
Yeah, D-warding is more... I don't know, it's hit or miss nowadays because you only get the 2 observers at the 0-minute mark, so
yeah,
teams don't... usually they don't use both of the observers to block camps. Maybe they use one. Generally, they will just use sentries. And so you go to D-ward, but if you wait a minute or two, then yeah, your D-ward's pretty much wasted because the sentry's already done its job at that point. So
yeah,
it's just interesting how the warding game has evolved. If you start with the 4 wards, like in the older version, 6.78, then yeah, you can just toss out observer wards willy-nilly, and dewarding becomes more... Dewarding quickly is not as essential because they're there for a long time. Mid lane. Love it going, what a fucka.
And there's your Sprout to start it off. Orb forward, the Waning Rift, and he is not quite level 6 yet. Misery comes in with the Fade Bolt for the last hit. And that'll make it 4-0 here as Dog pull pretty far ahead in this laning stage. Just about 1,000 experience in their favor, 75 or 750 gold. Thought there'd be another fight breaking out down bottom, but both sides just harassing.
This is just the power of the farming solo Prophet. Sure, he's not going to beat Centaur 1v1, but he doesn't need to. He just wins the other lanes for the team.
Yep.
They've already won bottom, and they've won mid now as well. Storm Spirit not having the best time. Yeah. There's a level 6 on the Puck. Storm is going to be level 6 soon, though, and generally, well, let's see what build is Puck on for. 2 points in Orb, 2 points in Silence for MSS. So... generally, you want to max the Silence first against Storm so you can actually kill him with the additional lockdown. But once Storm hits level 6, you can zip out of Coil. You won't take the Coil break damage, and it's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's just getting to level 6 that's the scary part.
Exactly.
But he's almost there.
They killed him at the ideal time, halfway through level 5, right before he has that escape mechanism, and that slows him down a good bit. And gives Puck a nice 200-300 gold edge over him in the mid lane. Now, Centaur, he has been left to his own devices. We talked about Nature's Prophet. He will have a very fast blink. We're at just about the 6-minute mark, and he has 1,500 gold on his brown boots. So we'll definitely expect that Centaur to have a big presence in the mid-game and hopefully create some space for this Luna because she needs it. Her farm down bottom, not awful, but oh, wow, it's actually better than I thought. Still ahead of that of the Wraith King. I thought Fada's CS would be a little bit better based on the kills they picked up in this lane.
This Observer Ward from Dog that has not been dewarded is keeping Piecat safe because he sees the supports are not off pulling. He sees that the Jakiro's in lane, and as a result, he knows somebody's missing. That's the Shadow Demon, And so Pycat in the top lane is playing very defensively because that Observer Ward is their bottom. So he's done a good job of avoiding the ganks, and he was farming this camp. But even when he was farming this camp over here, he was sitting like all the way back here. So very good positioning from Pycat, and all set up by a nice ward.
Yep. Now Mantis and Reeves could be in some trouble down
they're
bottom.
Gonna go bottom.
There's your Ice Vortex, and yeah, I think Reeves will bite the bullet on this one. He gets telekinesed back. Fada's able to finish him off. It's Rubik with the Fade Bolt once again. Fada, only level 4, doesn't have an ultimate. He gets finished off by Stallcat, who comes in with the double edge. That cuts the King down. Maybe they'll go back in onto Mantis, though. Pycat is TP'd down, looking to finish off the Luna, but she'll walk back to the tower. Amazing.
Has to be careful.
Standing his ground. Haas takes a Lucent Beam. A few more right clicks and he'll fall. There's your Shadow Poison.
One more poison and he's toast.
No.
Oh, that isn't. Oh, gets
that's
the
a Lucent Beam. Yeah, Fada, he's rejoined the battle now. Mantis hopping forward. He'll take the Wraithfire Blast. Ancient Apparition buys back into the game as well. Ice Path off the mark. And meanwhile in the mid, Puck did pick up a kill on the Storm Spirit, but still more action coming down in the bottom lane. Amazing. He'll get stuck. Too many units around. Good work from the Nature's Prophet to path block, and now Stallcat. He's stuck in the side. Ice Path buys Stallcat some time. Fada comes forward. Wraithfire Blast. They'll finish him off, but now they want this counter kill.
Oh, he does have a stun cooling down. Is Fada going to be able to juke? He puts on his Nikes. The plays! The plays! Mantis will go down. Fada's still alive. They're probably going to lose the Jakiro now as well. Indeed, he'll fall. 10-2. What a bloody, bloody disaster for Team Next.kz.
Wow.
And yeah, the one kill that happened while we were watching that crazy competition.
It's not over yet. Now the Storm's joining the party. He'll finish off Pycat, but he's out of mana. Poss will go blow for blow with him. Puck coming down. There's the orb forward. Waning Rift. What a fuck of falls.
That's a second death for him. He already died mid. So yeah, the kill that we missed mid, well, he dove the Puck under tower to try and get a kill, but Puck has a level 4 Waning Rift, and as soon as he got caught under tower by the silence, he just died.
Wow.
Yeah, he went for the pull, tried to burst MSS down, couldn't do it, and then the burst damage from that max Waning Rift is very scary.
Yeah. Well, that was a pretty darn good exchange for Dog. All of a sudden, they've got about a 3,000 gold and experience lead from what was a relatively even match before that. Even Centaur, he came down and had that Blink Dagger, but he still just wasn't able to do that much. He's just not very tanky. He had that one rotation, then after that, they had plenty of damage to take him down. Now, there were some buybacks used. Just one. The Ancient Apparition did burn a buyback there.
Oh, okay. I didn't even see that.
That is one thing going the way of Next.kz, but very minor. At the end of the day, it's just an Ancient Apparition, and what's more important is he got that experience. And AA is actually level 6, so Ice Blast is online. He's the highest level support in this match.
Yeah, this is where Wraith King and Puck are nice. Well, Prophet obviously goes well. They're going in bottom. They're looking for Fada. He does have his ultimate online. They really don't want to focus him. It's the Rubik they want on the backside. They'll find Misery to start this one off, but he gets off the lift. Will he go down to the Lucent Beam? He's still alive. Centaur ult deployed. One more right click. They get the kill. They end up big streak, and now the tower dive bottom. The Skeleton King, the Wraith King going ham.
Yep, he finished off the Luna already. The Wrath of Nature comes down, and that'll help finish him off. Stallcat blinks back, but won't have enough to survive. Yeah, Pycat gets the double kill. That Wrath of Nature.
They just have more heroes. Like, every time, Dog always have more heroes at the point of attack, and it's because they have the Prophet. They're just using the Prophet so incredibly well. Always join the fights at the right time, and Storm could have come to that fight. He does have a TP scroll. Jakiro didn't have one. Should probably have one, but is just desperately poor after how the tri-lane developed. Yeah, it's just... Running Storm is... When you run Storm, you want your other lanes to be fairly self-sufficient. You don't want this hero to have to rotate around that much early. He's not really like Puck, where like you could just... you get your 2 nukes leveled up and you go. Storm, more you want to find runes and farm constantly towards the Orchid, and if you find the right rune, then you gank.
Yeah, there is a smoke up top. Puck is much more relying around the experience. You get those spells up, and then you do a lot of damage, as we'll see right here. Plenty of crowd controls to deal with the Storm. Telekinesis into Waning Rift. Nothing that What a Fuck It can do. Never had an opportunity to zip until it was already too late. Centaur rotating his way up top, but I don't think he'll be able to do much.
Level 7, by the way, and he's just dropping Remnants. He's ready for Stallcat to backstab. Remnants do give flying vision, for those who don't know. But
yeah, as you can see by the vision here. This is dire vision we're looking at. Oh, initiation. Ice Blast flies forward. Fada has the ultimate, so even if he falls here, it's okay. There's your reincarnation.
And that'll slow them up.
But good use of the Centaur ult. That mitigates the slow, and they'll all just go back to safety. I haven't really thought about that, but Centaur's ultimate is a bit of a counter to the reincarnation. Stallcat Whoa, he hops forward all by his lonesome. Ice Path to follow up, but he gets telekinesed and he'll just get dropped right away.
Eclipse from Misery. Mantis popped the Eclipse, and wow, they're going to turn the fight around completely. Great place for
two-man
Misery.
coil. What a fucker falls. Mantis gets stunned as he breaks the tether. They'll press forward. Mantis gets dove. He'll die off to the backside. Jakiro, he'll get stunned up.
Jesus, 19-4. We're not even done yet. It's going to be 20-4 before the 11-minute mark. Oh my God, Dog are just going to town here. This is
that'll be
Mesco Madness profit. That's like, yeah, we won. GG.
Yeah, that's true. Blink Dagger up on Puck as well.
They hit the kill switch. They just press the kill everything button, and it's working out nicely.
Yeah,
I didn't see. He used Eclipse a while. I don't think he even used it in that fight. It's been on cooldown for 60 seconds.
I didn't. You know,
He must have just forgotten to use a Lucent Beam.
Where's that damn Rubik indicator? I hadn't. I hadn't.
Yeah, he stole it like towards the end of the fight, but I didn't see when the Luna used it initially.
Yeah. Fada will get initiated upon by Stallcat. Does not have an ultimate here, and Jesus, Fada is in deep. He was just farming in the Radiant jungle with no support inbound. Will he survive this? Ice Blast comes in. Okay, good. They'll zip forward and finish him off, but yeah, a little greedy there from Fada.
On the old Sigma, I always felt like Fada was probably the most important player for the team, and I actually feel like he's been playing the weakest lately. Not to flame the guy, but I mean, it's mostly, to me, it's been MSS making the biggest plays for this team, Pycat being solid, and Misery and Pos is your pretty reliable supports. But if Fada can step his game up, this could be like one of the scariest teams in the West. Top lane.
Yeah. There's their Dream Coil, and yeah, they'll turn it into a nightmare as Jakiro gets picked off.
It's nice to see Fada having some reliable teammates, though. This guy is a fantastic player and definitely deserves them. Yeah, Sigma had their moments, but I feel like this Dog team is just so much more versatile than Sigma ever was. Sigma was always quite gimmicky. It was usually the same few, they'd pick like Bane Mirana every game, and they'd run usually something like a Puck for him, once in a while a few other solo mids, but yeah, just like the core strategy was always similar.
A lot of teams. Oh, what a fucker. He'll get caught by the Wraithfire Blast, and the Ice Blast comes in as well. He'll zip back to safety and won't be at any high risk of shattering, but still nice setup. That'll send him back to the well and create some space for Dog to pressure this top tier 2 tower. Initiation around the backside. It is Misery.
He's got the Stone Eclipse. It's coming off cooldown in a few seconds. Will he get it off?
No. Oh, that's bittersweet for Misery, but he was in kind of an odd position.
He almost got to use it there, though.
Yeah. Another second, and would have been slightly different. Yeah, teams were kind of weird with the initial Sigma in terms of like banning out their core heroes. Every time that a team lost and didn't ban out Bane, I always just wondered, why don't you just ban out their core heroes? They're they're one of the most predictable teams in the competitive scene.
Well, that's what teams started doing.
Yeah, once they figured it out.
Starlight are Season 8, and after that, Sigma just was never really the same.
Yep. Yeah, once people realized that fucking Mad's Bane is by far his best hero, and take that out away from him, and just not the same presence around the map. So it'll be interesting to see where fucking Mad ends up, though. As far as I know, he hasn't found another team yet, has he? Is he still a free agent?
I don't know what's going on with them right now.
Yeah,
I know they were having some issues, obviously.
I haven't talked to him. Take over that Sigma site. Continue to build the Sigmers.
The Sigmers.
You could be a Sigma LD.
I think you're butchering the pronunciation there a little bit, buddy.
How do you say it?
Sigma.
No, that's like their thing. Like their fans. Like, what a fuck out. Ooh, orb off the mark, and he'll be able to zip back.
He actually didn't have mana for coil either.
Yeah, ooh, that's unfortunate. No, wasn't that the thing on their website? Like their fans, like join the Sigmers, like the Sigma followers combined into one. No, you missed that whole thing?
No, I'm not. I have no idea what you're talking about. What is Rubik stolen this time? Tell me it's not a clip.
Just a Lucent game. Okay. Oh, Stampede, though. They're hungry for Rubik. Stallcat almost gets off the hook stomp, but he gets telekinesed. He gets pushed back, and Stampede rendered ineffective as he does survive that onslaught. Well played by the Rubik. That instant cast telekinesis, man.
Yeah, that hero's really good against Centaur as well. Rubik was just a great pick this game. Yep. Instant lift is nice against Storm too.
Stallcat, he hops forward, but Dog has plenty of support nearby. A lot of damage coming out to Shadow Demon, and Centaur destroyed. Jakiro goes down shortly after. Now what a fucker, he's on the run. He does have plenty of mana. We'll be able to zip pretty far, but still an easy 3-0 for Dog. They're all still at full health.
It is looking bad. Real bad.
Yeah.
Fada just toying with what a fuck a bit here.
That wasn't even a fight. That was just a massacre.
This is over. Hate to say it. Normally try not to call games as too early as a caster, but this is brutal.
6 to 24 in 16 minutes is usually not so good, man.
And now they found Mantis. There's just no mercy for Dog. They're finding Dagon Mask of Madness. That's strong synergy for Nature's Prophet.
Yep. Well done, Pie Cat. What a fucker. He comes forward, catches Misery. There's plenty of follow-up. Ice Path, and they'll have the damage. Once again, Misery gets picked on, but...
He had managed to steal Stampede as well. This guy is just stealing everything.
Yeah. He's a thief. Stealing your magic.
Some call him Lock.
The Grand Magus. Puck. He just picks up a magic wand. Puck has a Dagon now as well, though. So
that FF6 reference.
Double Dagon. Yeah, I'm not Final Fantasy. You don't know the Sigmars. I don't know Final Fantasy, so we'll call it even.
Yeah. Shout out to my boys, Sabin, Terra, Bannon. Of course, the almighty Kefka.
Kefka. Why does that name sound so familiar?
It's like the most. He's like the most, just the worst, like worst and like the most evil possible Final Fantasy villain, I would say.
Oh.
And he's the only one that's like fully successful in his plots either. Like he destroys the world, and the rest of the game is like just trying to kill him after the world's already ruined. So yeah, I just quoted Final Fantasy VI. I went there.
I went there. Something about Snape and Dumbledore. I don't know. Ancient Apparition, man, so big. Can't get over it. Look how big they are.
He's got baseball mitts.
Yeah.
Better to hold that gigantic ice blast.
Better to chill your touch with. I mean, it's just ridiculous. His hands are like... I mean, Death Prophet has really big hands too, but he takes the cake, I think. Oh boy. Well, I keep seeing Fada tagged up as Sigma, and there have been so many times this game.
Why
I've wanted
is he
to say
tagged up as Sigma?
I think it has to do with like they changed in this patch. There's like the official team profile, so whenever you're in tournament mode, it uses your official name, so there will be no more like Hani, Hearts, Missy, like Eternal, Crumbling, Envy, Yakimaru.
Okay, so it like forces your real name?
Yeah, it forces your profile, and he's probably still technically on the Sigma team or something. I think that's why like the names are the different colors compared to the tags, because now it's all official.
Okay.
He probably just isn't on the official dog team. That's the best I can reason.
Official dog team.
Yeah.
There's nothing official about that team name.
At least they have a team kind of tagged up.
The funny part is people have made like some pretty cool looking logos for the name Team Dog, but they're still using that just awful original logo that they have.
The dog meme, yeah.
Yeah.
The dog coins. Oh god.
This is Dog.
Well, things slowing down a little bit here. Team Dog just toying with their food before they enjoy it. Wraith King, he still doesn't even have any items. He's just got a Blink Dagger.
Might have an engage here. Misery sitting back. What's he gonna steal? It will be Double Edge. That is a double-edged ability for Rubik to have.
Yeah, Ruby Tuesday is not quite tanky enough to take all that burst damage.
Does have the null field, so he'll take a little bit less double-edged damage.
That is true. 10% less, so you know, solid 360 instead of 400.
Yeah.
Still a lot of damage. Still just about half his health.
Yeah, there's also the innate hero resistance as well, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good point. Still lots of damage. This is the last outer tower for Next.kz. It is a tier 2. And they have a glyph, but oh, Fada, he hops forward, catches what a fucking follow-up, defensive disruption, buys him some time. There's your macro pyre. And Storm still falls. Puck just takes him down. Stall Cat.
The Pie Cat, stronger than the Stall Cat.
Oh, man.
Driving him into extinction. Now they're just leveling up Dagons here. They've got a Wraith King Dagon as well. And Next.kz. I mean, this is like, message has been delivered.
Yeah.
We're winning this game, boys.
Dagon.
That's what Dog is saying right now.
Amongst Dagon. Glyph has not been popped. Next.kz, they've saved it for their tier 3. And they're going to need it.
Well, Next.kz, with a loss here, they'll drop to 2 and 3. They're not out of the running for the playoffs, though. I believe they still have quite a few tough opponents coming up for them.
Yeah.
It's not like a smooth sailing, you know, they get to play like the weakest teams in the group.
Yeah, it's definitely some of the, I forget which ones now, but a couple of the top teams.
I'll bring up the schedule here in a second. But in the meantime, we're going to have one more clash. The MSS able to find a pickoff and then Jakir orbs his way out to safety. Ancient Emperor comes in, Fada blinks in, drops the nukes, and the Dagons are just doing work.
What a fucka. And Stallcat doing a lot of damage. They'll find a kill on the Nature's Prophet, but it will cost them their Centaur. Fada in the front lines falls. There's the reincarnation.
It's a team wipe once again. And Misery with the casual.
Ooh, he blinks back and disjoints that last auto attack, but...
And then he'll walk in and throw away his Aegis.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I hadn't realized he picked up the Aegis. That's... Whoops.
Yeah, they're giving the Aegis to the Rubik. That's how worried they are about this game.
Yeah. So what's the Dagon count now? Up to 3, and Nature's Prophets is like level 4. No, it's level 3.
So Next.kz plays Relax and Fnatic tomorrow, and I think at best they go 1-1 there and lose to Fnatic, and then they're going to be sitting at 3 and 4, which probably is not playoff worthy.
No, I don't think it will be.
They would need to win both and emerge.
I think to have a chance, you have to have 4 wins. I think.
Yeah, they have to be 4 and 3.
Yeah, 4 and 3 is the lowest, and even at that, you still might not make it. / your high chance for like a tie-break scenario, but.
Yeah, if there are tie-breaks that can't be resolved by head-to-head match, then we will have actual tiebreaker matches. I don't think we're gonna have any, but I guess we'll see what happens.
You never know, LD.
We'll see.
I have trouble with all the possibilities of the group stages, figuring out.
We'll run the numbers and figure out the details here tomorrow.
Give it to our stats man. Brian's actually pretty good at figuring that stuff out.
Prophet just TP'd in, dropped a ward, and the sentry literally just died.
That's unfortunate.
Almost was a free D ward.
Yeah.
And what's not helping Next.kz is that Mantis has gone for a Mask of Madness here, so he is like Ultra Glass Cannon against double Dagon, and the Dagons are being leveled up as well.
Yeah. Top tier 1 tower. This will be the first tower
sorry,
kill of the game.
quadruple Dagon now.
And well, Whatafucker will pay with his life to get that tower. Now MSS, where's the team support? Pycat coming in. Dagon's aplenty. Can they finish him off? Pycat, he's got the laser. Set it to Cornbread. Nope, nothing.
What?
Set lasers to Cornbread, LD. I don't know.
Is that a movie reference?
No, people used to tell me that in World of Warcraft arenas. There was
what the
best team on my server. That was their name.
Set your lasers to Cornbread.
Set lasers to Cornbread.
That is the. What are you talking about? Where do you come up with this stuff, Andrew?
World of Warcraft, man. Now he'll drop the phaser on top of Centaur. Now he'll just go blow for blow with Reeves. Pycat standing his ground. The Mask of Madness doing some work, but it's not enough. They get the kill onto the Nature's Prophet, but they will secure that last hit on Jakiro. He may be a twin-headed dragon, but he is dead.
Well, the Dagons are strong with these ones. Let's see. Will they get 5 or they get 4 level 5 Dagons before this game ends? Level 3 Dagon up on the Prophet. Level 3 Dagon up on the Puck. They have almost another recipe on each. Fada's almost got his recipe. He's got a level 2, and the Rubik has a level 1. So I would say they're going to end this game with 2 level 5 Dagons, 1 level 4, and 1 level 3. So not quite. That's my prediction, but not quite 4 level 5s.
Okay. All right.
That's what we're betting on now. What's the over-under there on level 5 Dagons?
I'm going to go with...
I'd set it at 3.
Yeah, see, Poss was a stinker, and he went for the Ag Scepter.
I'd set it at 2.5, probably. Yeah, 2.5.
So, let's see. What's Pycat on? He's on 3. Yeah, I think it'll be 2 5s, 2 5s, a 3, and a 2. That's what I'm going on.
I'm going to set the over-under at 2.5.
Okay.
The main question is whether or not the Wraith King can get a level 5 Dagon.
No, Poss picked up his Staff of Wizardry. He's going for it. He wants it. And I think he may find it. Stallcat picked up a Blade Mail, and...
They saw this hero run top. They did see the storm from the Subserver Ward.
Sounds from the Puck. The laser. One more. There's your kill. Actually burns the Dream Coil for it, but still secures the kill. So, Whatafucker won't catch a
mid. They'll lift him up, drop him back, and get ready for the zap.
Ice Blast, lasers, and actually Ancient Apparition will get that one. There's Mantis coming out with an Eclipse. Where's Rubik? Oh, yeah, he's dead. Luna
They've got another Dagon here. Get ready for zapping time. Pew, 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 pew.
Those lasers. They turned him up to 11.
Why? These guys like getting pew-pewed.
Lada, he hops forward, has the ultimate. That'll proc the slow. Stallcat gets right-click down, and, well, Chikiro will buy back.
He's got a Dagon. No, can't get in.
Well, now Rax will be under heavy fire. No glyph available.
I'm just seeing how many people understand this Cornbread reference of yours.
Set it to Cornbread.
I don't
know.
Well, trash. They've taken their first lane of Rax here. Dog looking good.
Slow and steady wins the race, LT. Sometimes you
so
just
with the win
set
here,
it to
they'll
rapid.
improve to 5-1. And they will be... They can potentially win the group.
They could.
The match tomorrow... let's see. Who's... Dog got to play. They play Relax and VP.
Is Fnatic versus Relax?
Oh, no, sorry. Dog plays Relax and
VP.
No, okay, they'll be 4-1 after this game.
Yep.
As Fnatic, who was already 4-1. That's right.
Yes. So Puck, whoa, see you later, Jakiro. That's a level 4 Dagon to the face. Now MSS, he's on the run. Stampede, 2-man coil. Will he make it out? He loosened
Here
him on
come the tasers.
Uh-oh. Stallcat. And it's, there you go. They've had enough of the lasers.
I will give Next.kz a lot of credit. They are gluttons for punishment.
Yeah.
That was Jesus, dude. It's 42-11
in 26 minutes.
The game was like 21-4 in 13 minutes, and they fought it out. But yeah, they lost this game very early on.
Woof woof. For those of you that don't know, it's 1 woof for a loss, 2 woofs for a win if you're a team.
Is it 1 woof for a loss? Is that the
that's what I've been told, yeah. At the end of the game, the 1 woof means it was a loss. The 2 woof means we won, get wrecked. That's the, I think Fog taught me that. Fogged or Demon, I can't remember.
Well, this makes things pretty stable for the group standings at this point. It still seems like the same 4 teams we were saying like 2 days ago are probably going to be top 4. Will be.
Yeah.
Power Rangers, rox.kis, Fnatic, and Dog. Still have the inside track. Very long shot for Next.kz. I think a pretty long shot for Relax, who have to play Fnatic and Dog tomorrow. So they would have to be a huge spoiler to make their way into the top 4. But
yeah,
they could do it. I think Relax can surprise these teams, especially in a best-of-1 format.
Yeah.
Relax versus Dog is going to be a battle for Axe, though. MSS loves his Axe.
Yeah.
And, who plays the Axe for them on Relax? Shotchlo
and Dread. Yeah, Shotchlo has been playing it in position 1, but Dread does play it sometimes. So
right.
They've got plenty of Axe players. More Axe players than they have Axes. So
funny they could draft too.
That wraps up our coverage of EU Summit today, guys. Again, this was our first day of 6.81 coverage, so a lot of interesting Dota, a lot of action-packed Dota. Today was just a day of bloodbaths. I felt like every game was just slaying upon slaying, and that's not a complaint. I like action-packed Dota.
It's a nice change of pace from more clinical Chinese Dota.
Yeah,
bloody, violent, and crude Dota.
Yeah, it certainly is. But
so I still feel like 6.81 doesn't feel that different. No. Though. That was kind of my prediction when the patch came out, was it won't be that different, but
it's still shaking things up enough.
We've seen teams experimenting with a few heroes. I'm really looking forward to seeing when teams like really experiment. But it was just like, we'll mix in a stealth assassin one game, you know. Otherwise, it was pretty standard draft.
Got to see a Riki. It was all right. So, of course, with the patch being deployed, that means our bundle is in the store. A lot of people have been frantically asking, where's the bundle? I want to watch in-game. It was free up until the ticket came out, and now if you want to watch on Dota TV, you got to pick up the bundle. You get yourself a cool-looking axe set, and, of course, we have crowdfunding. So every purchase increases the prize pool that much more. And a big thank you to Twitch for making the whole tournament possible. That's it for us today, though, and coming up next will be the special edition of In the Studio. What time is it here? It's about 1 o'clock on the Pacific Coast, so probably around 2.
Yeah, around an hour and 15 minutes or so, depending on how awake and alert the boys are. But
yeah, got to go rally the troops to talk about some TI. But it's a special edition, Road to TI4. We already had one segment kind of teasing it. Now that there are official announcements in the teams, we're going to delve a little bit deeper today.
Yeah, so it should be fun.
Yeah.
Looking forward to talking about the invites just briefly, but I mean, I guess the main question is like power rankings for the teams and then qualifiers, who's going to take them. So
yeah,
that's the big stuff I'm looking forward to.
Absolutely. So we'll have a break, guys. You've got an hour to collect yourselves, then come on back to BTS because we've got plenty more Dota content coming your way. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you for more EU Summit coverage tomorrow. Same place, same time, 6 o'clock a.m. here on the Pacific Coast.
Woof woof.